In 1994, we threw a party for Jimm. He was about 13 years old, and I wanted it to be a party to outdo all parties. So we had hired a balloon maker, and we had hired a clown, and we had wonderful food and decorations. But the high point of the entire celebration was a barbershop quartet that I had hired to sing to Jimm. I was thrilled to see that it was one of the high points of Jimm's youth.
A barbershop quartet? Without question, one of the most embarrassing moments of Jimm's life. I mean, a 13-year-old boy being sung to, he was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for him. No question, Jimm was scarred for life from that event.
For life? I mean, I wasn't there. But once you get to know a person, figure out how they operate, how they tick, what they like, what they don't like, I found out very quickly that Jimm doesn't like barbershop quartets.
There isn't anything wrong with a barbershop quartet. In fact, under the right circumstances, Jimm may have become a barbershop quartet enthusiast.
Well, that's where Jared comes in. He's a friend of Jimm's from college, and he has a complete opposite view of barbershop quartets compared to Jimm. And he took it on to prove to Jimm that he needs to love BSQs.
This whole situation really didn't sit well with me at all. So I came up with a plan to get Jimm pointed in the right direction with the barbershop quartet love.
Using Jimm's name as lyrics, Jared set out to create a jingle that sounded like a barbershop quartet. It was a gem of a plan.
The plan was simple. It was to create a jingle, get Jimm to love the jingle, and then get Jimm to use the jingle in his daily life. Then my ultimate goal might be accomplished. That goal, of course, get Jimm to respect barbershop quartets.
Well, he made the Jimm Needle jingle, which everyone loves. It's a staple of the Jimm Needle brand.
Jimm Needle.
Well, the plan worked.
Yeah, it worked out. Maybe a little too well. Jimm completely forgot about how much he hated barbershop quartets, and instead joined the same barbershop quartet that once drove him insane.
Jimm joined the barbershop quartet Hourglass, making him their 5th member. Not sure how that works, a quartet with 5 members. However, Jimm finally had the happiness he had been looking for.
It was one of the proudest moments of my life when I learned that Jimm had joined Hourglass, the barbershop quartet, 10 years after the party in the driveway. What a fine young man Jimm is.
Jimm Needle.